There's no excuse for that. You just don't accidentally leave a gun somewhere.
A loaded gun found at a playground in Spokane, left there by accident. Tonight, the community is reacting.
Hot and sunny is the name of the game as we close out the week, but enjoy it while you can. A change is in the works.
ABC suspends the Jimmy Kimmel live show indefinitely after Kimmel made comments about Charlie Kirk. Politicians from around the country reacting to the news.
Well, good evening and thanks for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5. I'm Amanda Rowley. Mark has the night off. We start with some breaking news. Sean Fawcett's lawsuit against Spokane City Council members has been dismissed. You may remember back in the summer of 2023, Fawcett was holding a concert at the Spokane podium where former state representative Matt Shea invited former Spokane Mayor Nadine Woodward on stage to pray with him following the devastating Gray and Medical Road fires. Fawcett, a right-wing evangelist and touring musician, filed a lawsuit against council saying they violated his freedom of expression and freedom of religion. However, a Superior Court judge ruled that there is no legal merit to Fawcett's claims. And today, the Spokane Police Department says the handgun found at a city park yesterday was left there accidentally. Tonight, the community is reacting. KREM 2's Regan Gallo digs into the details. Regan?
Well, I spent the afternoon talking to visitors at Liberty Park about the gun found on the playground. There, some say it's incredibly scary, even though police say it was left there by accident.
The playground is normally a place for fun for kiddos of all ages. That's what one parent told me, Tarisha Schmoyer, who did not want her face shown on camera.
Every time after the story time is done, we come here and play.
It's like a daily routine.
Yeah.
But Wednesday morning, that was not the case. After Spokane Police Department reported a community member was with their child when they found a loaded gun on the saucer swing at Liberty Park around 8:40 a.m.
It's unfortunate, and again, we're extremely grateful that nobody was injured.
SPD told me over the phone the owner of the handgun was located. They say it was a grandfather who was at the park with their grandchild earlier that morning. The person who originally found the gun posted on Reddit saying their child climbed into the swing when they found the gun.
He was at the park yesterday and was unaware that that firearm had fallen out of a pocket.
So I spoke with those who visit Liberty Park on a regular basis to get their reaction.
They need to be more aware of having it on them when they get off of a swing.
There's no excuse for that. You just don't accidentally leave a gun somewhere.
Kathleen Sheffield from Montana, who brings her grandson to Liberty Park, told me she's a victim advocate back home. She shared her thoughts on how this situation could have been much worse.
Recently had a 3-year-old that picked up a gun and shot himself. And so that just kind of... Sorry, I normally don't get upset, so I'm sorry about that.
Oh my gosh, it's okay, Kathleen.
But yeah, so just, I mean, you know, their kids are curious. So it's just very, and like I said, you know, park, it's a safe place. You know, families come here to play and not just something that you would find lying around.
At this time, SPD says no criminal charges will be issued to the gun owner.
And Spokane Parks and Recreation say it only has a small team of park rangers based in Riverfront Park, which is why the department is grateful community members and SPD reacted swiftly. I'm reporting in the newsroom, Regan Gallo, KREM 2 News.
Well, right now, police are asking for help after a man set a person on fire. It happened around 3 p.m. yesterday near the Brown Street Viaduct. Spokane police say witnesses saw a man approach another man, douse him in gasoline, and set him ablaze. The victim is now being treated at Harborview Medical Center in Seattle. Police say the suspect was a man wearing baggy jeans and no shirt. He also may have been carrying a tan backpack. Police say they believe the suspect and the victim knew each other. They say there is no threat to the public. Still, if you know anything about this incident, call Crime Check. Well, ABC's decision to indefinitely pull Jimmy Kimmel's late night show from the airwaves sparks concerns about the Trump administration cracking down on free speech. Politicians from across the country reacted to the news of the late night host losing his show indefinitely. During a meeting with British Prime Minister Keir Starmer, reporters asked President Trump about Kimmel's dismissal.
Jimmy Kimmel was fired because he had bad ratings more than anything else, and he said a horrible thing about a great gentleman known as Charlie Kirk. And Jimmy Kimmel is not a talented person. He had very bad ratings, and they should have fired him a long time ago. So, you can call that free speech or not. He was fired for lack of talent.
Democratic leaders introduced legislation at the Capitol today related to free speech and what they call the Trump administration's attacks on liberal organizations. Well, local leaders and leaders from the University of Washington and Gonzaga University toured the regional initiatives in dental and educations in a new 13,000 square foot facility. Through a partnership with Eastern Washington University, the RIDE program trains DDS students to work in rural and underserved areas of the state. $4 million worth of investments help increase access to quality dental care and expand the oral health care workforce for those rural and underserved communities.
And I'm just so proud that the University of Washington is leading and partnering with others to bring out about a new perception about dentistry and how important dentistry is to your overarching health.
The expanding program doubled its dental students from 32 to 64 and adds a second year of regional instruction in Spokane. RIDE students begin classes on September 24th. All right, let's take a look at weather now. The summer heat sticks around for the last week of the season. Let's check in with Jeremy Legou, our meteorologist out there, enjoying what's left of that warm weather. Jeremy, how's it feeling out there today?
Well, I walked out here in a full suit and I quickly ditched it. It is hot. Temperatures made it into the mid 80s. We thought we would top out around 85 degrees today. But what's interesting is we have been at 84 degrees in Spokane since all the way back in the 1 o'clock hour. We're going to eke out 85, even if barely, but you step outside and you're feeling it. Mid 80s in eastern Washington and North Idaho, near 90 degrees out in central Washington. We don't have anything going on. Seriously, find a cloud. I have been staring all over the sky, just looking. I thought today we might, tomorrow is another maybe, but really it's just not happening. Instead, it's not even this storm here, it's this one all the way out over the Aleutians that's going to make its way toward us. In the interim, it's more of the same. Tomorrow we wake up to another morning in the mid 50s, and by tomorrow afternoon, we're topping out in the mid 80s across the region, doing that again on Saturday before things start changing on Sunday.
All right, coming up on KREM 2 News at 5.
He was my running partner, my rock, and my everything.
Well, this weekend's Boulevard Race holds new meaning for one of its participants, why this year's race will never be the same for her. And this Saturday, it's Cougs versus Huskies. We've previewed the Apple Cup and hear from players getting ready for this cat and dog fight. We'll be right back.